Welcome, TikTok refugees. Welcome, refugees from TikTok. Welcome to YouTube, or as I'd like to call it today, Red Square. Um, YouTube is not great like TikTok is, but my ideas with all the refugees from TikTok looking for other platforms, some will even find me here on YouTube, and that will result in a change of YouTube. So, welcome to my channel. Welcome to the Fair Liberation Front. Welcome to TikTok on YouTube. I don't know that other people aren't already doing this. I imagine plenty of people who have TikTok and YouTube are on their YouTube accounts. I went to look at my live YouTube suggestions, and they were all bad. They were all like fake news organizations. Anyway, so I didn't see anybody talking about anything, and figured, oh, I'll do another one of these. Um, we'll see though. I got a few participants earlier. One seemed to be a somewhat legitimate person, and the other one was a troll. So better than my usual average on YouTube, which is all trolls. But my idea is that with the influx of TikTokers, YouTube will get cool. So that's really what I'm looking forward to whenever it starts happening today, or into the future. But I'm kind of doing a series of lives today on YouTube in commemoration of TikTok, or to celebrate TikTok, or to welcome TikTok refugees to YouTube. So welcome. Thanks for being here. And if you want to discuss anything about the TikTok ban, about TikTok in general, or about Oz, about anything, let me know in comments. And otherwise, I'll probably talk a little bit longer and then shut this down. But mostly want to say, welcome, TikTok refugees. Welcome to YouTube. We'll change it here, which will be great. I think that'll be great how much the influence of TikTok people on other apps will, on other platforms, will change those platforms. But it's an uphill battle. I mean, there's a reason why we were on TikTok. There's a reason why we could all noticeably tell that TikTok was better, because these apps do a lot to suppress good things, whereas TikTok did not. TikTok allowed good things to exist and happen. So, of course, that's why we'll miss it, but we can recreate it to the best of our ability on other platforms. So, welcome, refugees from TikTok. Welcome, everyone. And let me know if you have anything you want to discuss about TikTok, about the ban, about Oz. The ban might only last a day. The ban might be over by tomorrow, and then people will be back on TikTok. If not, I think it'll backfire on them more than they can possibly imagine, because people will be on other platforms, changing the other platforms by giving the TikTok influence. Hello, Chris. Nice to meet you. Let me know if you have any questions or anything you want to talk about. I planned on having discussions here, but of course you need people to discuss with, and reading comments. Otherwise, I got plenty to say. Hello, Amber. Nice to meet you. I'm Puffin. Welcome to the Fairy Liberation Front and TikTok on YouTube. Sure. Yeah, I like friends. Friends are great. Thanks. And thanks for asking. I don't have a lot of friends. So right now it's kind of proving my point. My YouTube channel is great. My content is great, but the only people who ever see it is this terrible Russian troll factory, this incel terrorist group that's just been harassing me every day for like 10 years, like literally every day for 10 years. And gives you a bad impression of YouTube, that YouTube just isn't a good place. Well, one reason for that is because people have been on TikTok, which is great. It's great that people have had a good place to go. And TikTok was banned because of Trump and because of the bad things in America. Do you think? Nice to meet you. I'll read any good comments so we can discuss stuff. So Amber asked, why did TikTok have to be banned? TikTok was banned because racism, and they're afraid of free speech, and they're anti-American. So basically, TikTok should be restored, and we should get rid of the people who banned it. We should take away their power, and we should take away their companies. So if they have political power, they should lose that political power. If they have companies, such as Mark Zuckerberg has Facebook, and Elon Musk has Twitter, they should lose those companies. Like, we can take those companies and run them. Somebody else asked, or Amber asked, what about CapCut? Yeah, I didn't use that. I think I know what you're talking about. yeah, like trying to reproduce all the TikTok stuff on other places, like, yeah, these other apps are so far behind. It's like going back in time, or, using old technology, trying to get a VHS to work on your phone, Yeah, it's ridiculous. Like, I was going to put a background, I can't put a background up. It's just YouTube. Yeah, so everybody's going to miss TikTok. But hopefully we get TikTok back. There is, in Oz, a character named TikTok. You can see him there in the middle. And there's a correlation between Oz and things that have happened since these Oz books were written. They predict the future in some ways. And in this book, spoiler alert, they throw TikTok down a well. They throw him down a well for a period of time, and then the good guys get him back out. So I think we should focus on getting TikTok back, but we should also keep in mind everybody who had anything to do with banning it and remove them from power. That includes Trump, because he's the one who started the ban to begin with. His followers, are the main ones, or his side of the political spectrum is the main one pushing the ban the whole time. They're the ones who carried it through. Even if the whole point was to try to give him credit for saving it or restoring it, he shouldn't get that credit for one, and he should still be, removed and have effects. A new commenter, Sam, nice to meet you, Sam. TikTok Congress interviews. Oh my gosh, they're not. Yeah, they're funny, but they're sad. They're scary, sad, funny. They're like super racist. Like, they're just being super racist, and like they can't even keep track of what country they're trying to be racist about. They're so racist. And he keeps reminding them, I'm from Singapore. And they're like, but China. They're like so racist about China. That's the only part I saw, honestly. CapCut is a video editing app. It got banned with TikTok because it was made by the same company. Yeah, oh, thank you, Chris. I make a lot of videos, so I've got a lot of content that you're maybe the first American to ever see. Um, I don't know if you're American or not, but you're the first person who's not in the Russian troll factory they've assigned to my channel to ever see. So thanks for watching my videos. CapCut is a video editing. Well, all of it should come back. Some of it maybe won't. Uh, it'll just be it'll be ironically the knockoffs of CapCut and TikTok. Thank you. That's what happens if your hair doesn't take combs. Yeah, I'm American too. Awesome. Nice to meet you. Howdy, neighbor. I like your hair as well. So, yeah, we should get that stuff back. We should get rid of the people that got rid of it, and we should get it back. But thank you for being here and treating this like TikTok, because that was my whole plan, is to welcome refugees from TikTok, to do TikTok on YouTube, and to have people change YouTube by being from TikTok, which I think is what they don't realize is how this is going to backfire. Again, TikTok might be back tomorrow. It might be back in 2 days. Which will be great. It'll be great if it's back. I don't think Trump should get any credit for it because, again, he was behind the ban to begin with. But it'll be great if TikTok comes back tomorrow or in 2 days. If it doesn't, it's going to continue to backfire on them. This could be a very unique experience where people are actually in a live on YouTube, or in my live on YouTube anyway. So thanks for being here. That just never happens again, because if we go back on TikTok, I'll do lives on TikTok. I won't bother doing them on YouTube, because why would you? But if TikTok isn't available in America, more people are going to do lives on YouTube. Like, this is going to happen more. People, it's already, you guys are already, 100% more audience than I've had on my channel. And like I said, that audience is all trolls. They're all these incel, terrorist, Trump Putineer trolls, and they're just terrible people you never want to interact with. And not only do they, represent the comments on my channel that I don't want to respond to, but they drag my channel down to where if it's trying to show it to anybody, it's trying to show it to more people like them. So for me, it works in my favor that they ban TikTok, and real people, good people, have to come back over here instead of having a better app. So it's going to backfire on them either way. If we get TikTok back, we'll be even more about using TikTok to bring down the evil power structures that threaten it and threaten us. If we don't get TikTok back, we'll be doing that in other places. Um, the momentum and movements and stuff that started on TikTok will move to other places and change those places by being like on YouTube. YouTube is, I mean, great for lots of things, I'm sure, but YouTube is kind of trash. It's really fascist and trash. Um, but we can change that. We just change it by being TikTokers on YouTube. There we go. Like I said, I rarely do lives or never do lives on YouTube, but I, would do them on TikTok because you have an actual chance of having an audience. I've never really had a chance of having an audience on YouTube before, or it's very rare. So this is, like I said, this is more audience than I usually get. That's already a sign of the TikTok ban backfiring on YouTube because they would not have, I would not have been talking to you if they hadn't banned TikTok. So, but that's going to backfire on them more and more. They're going to regret it or undo it or bring TikTok back, or it was all a stunt to try to make Trump look good, and they're going to bring TikTok back tomorrow, which makes this an even more rare experience. So, don't know how you got here, but please introduce yourself or talk about anything you like. I was talking about TikTok and the TikTok ban. I probably won't talk too much longer unless we get more conversation going because YouTube takes a really long time to process longer videos. So, and it's annoying to me to wait and see how long it takes them to process, like hours if you go over 15 minutes, I think. So, I've got about 3-4 minutes left in that time. If you want to talk about the TikTok ban, about TikTok, because TikTok is my old friend from Oz, from the Oz books, The Mechanical Man. And in this particular book, which you can maybe get at your local library, they do throw TikTok down a well and then bring him back. So Oz books prophesy a lot of future stuff. They foresee certain technology like radio and internet and television and TikTok. And hopefully it'll just be a short period of time that we don't have TikTok, then we get it back. But in the meantime, it's going to change other things that all the people that were on TikTok are looking for where else to go. I'm glad you found my channel. I'll probably shut this down pretty quick unless anybody has any more questions. But thanks for being here. Welcome to the Fairy Liberation Front and TikTok on YouTube. I think that's one thing I'll start calling it, is TikTok on YouTube, because if we don't have any other access to it, we'll just build it here. So thanks. Have fun. Good luck finding other live things on YouTube, or better apps as well. And next time, and until next time, see ya on TikTok on YouTube. That's right, TikTok on YouTube. So let me know if you have any questions, or if you have any concerns, and I'll see you next time.